So Math Hoffa did an episode with Vlad, okay? So on his platform, go check it out. He took a piece, posted a piece from the full episode. And in this piece, Vlad was talking about the fact that he did seemingly a 15-minute interview with R. Kelly while R. Kelly's locked up. And he said he don't want to put it out. You know, he spoke about different reasons why he don't want to put it out. One of the reasons is because Vlad felt like it didn't go with what Vlad wanted to do, okay? Which kind of was like, okay, I know if you got a platform, you have an agenda, but it's almost like Vlad kind of exposed himself in a way. Yeah, because, you know, if you got a platform, you have your vision of how you want things to look like. So even if you're telling somebody's story, you might still have a way of how you want the story to be perceived, right? So, you know, that's why when you go on platforms to speak and you leave, you kind of leave your life in their hands because their editing power gives them so much like opportunity to make you look whatever they want to make you look like, okay? So Vlad was like, he doesn't want to put out the R. Kelly interview because R. Kelly was kind of like, in a way, trying to create a conspiracy theory and mention some names in the industry, trying to make it seem like they were the people that kind of set him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is really about. This is really about some people that he got issues with and they set him up, right? Vlad is like, yo, some of those people that R. Kelly talked about, I don't like them and I don't have a good relationship with them. So Vlad's making it seem like he doesn't want this to come out, and whatever issue or rift or friction he has with those people already, he doesn't want it to be expanded, right? And then I think somebody pushed back, like, you know, what did you want to ask him? And he was like, I wanted to talk about music. You know, what was your inspiration when you wrote the song or that song, da-da-da-da-da? And that's the cap right there, Vlad. So, and I'm not saying he didn't want to, you know about his music and whatnot, but, you know, on the jail call, it's like 15 minutes, right? That's what Vlad said. It's like, you only got 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, R. Kelly has a huge catalog. What we all going to talk about in 15 minutes? With that 15 minutes, people want to know, did you do it? Do you take accountability? How you feel like you got set up? Who set you up? Who else you know in the industry that's been doing the same thing that's not being exposed? Expose them. This could be one of the biggest interviews of Vlad. Like, what are you talking about? So when Vlad says, oh, I wanted to talk about music, I'm like, nah, that's cap. Because you know why I say it's cap? When Vlad brings artists on his platform, what percentage of the conversation is about music? And what percentage of the conversation is about their personal lives and things that they've dealt with and social issues and whatnot? The large amount of the conversations is not about music. You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of like, oh, how did you feel when you had that performance? What made you write that lyric? Break down this lyric. No, it's about, so when you was in the studio and somebody came in and robbed y'all's chain, what did you do after that? Well, who got shot? Why did he get shot? Like, you know what I mean? They've said that, on podcasts, the podcasts that do the most numbers is podcasts that talk about crime. Vlad's podcast is like a crime thriller. You know what I'm saying? You know how in the movie they got genres and it'd be like crime thriller? Like Vlad's podcast is like, it's like one of those, like a documentary. You know what I'm saying? And they get to the dirt. You know what I mean? And I like how he interviews because it's like the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? So you get to have a whole full picture of somebody, right, when he does the interview. So I don't know what he discussed with R. Kelly, but I think Vlad does not want to put out the R. Kelly interview because Vlad is afraid. I think this has nothing to do with R. Kelly. If the man R. Kelly feels like somebody set him up, why would you try to hold that? Why would you not let him be able to speak? Why would you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the platform that's doing an interview. Y'all set it up for him to speak. So why would you not let his truth come out? Why are you holding back his truth? People have come on your platform and talked about crazy things. Soulja Boy talked about shooting. People have come talked about killing people. People have said all kinds of crazy things. People have talked about rape on Vlad's platform. They've talked about murder. They've talked about robbery. They've talked about everything that people frown upon, everything that scare people. So they've talked about all kinds of conspiracy theories. What makes R. Kelly going along the lines of what be on Vlad TV? What make R. Kelly so like different, especially when R. Kelly is a hot topic because he's like a huge star that's at the bottom right now, and Vlad has a big platform. So if he was to speak to Vlad, that shit will go everywhere. I think the names that R. Kelly mentioned in that interview even scares Vlad. I think Vlad is scared. And I ain't never seen Vlad scared before. But I think Vlad is scared of what, it's not the public perception of what the public will say. It's about the power of those people that R. Kelly mentioned and what they could possibly, how they will retaliate, right? Towards Vlad. And I'm not saying Vlad is going to lose, but I think Vlad just don't want that war. You know, sometimes you like, I don't want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But at the same time, if you have the interview, you are kind of silencing R. Kelly's voice, especially if you decided to do the interview. You know what I mean?